Hey y'all, welcome back, or hello if you're new. It's been a while since I put out my first video because I didn't really know where I wanted to go with this channel, and I spent a lot of time thinking about it and debating it, and finally what I decided I wanted to do, because I've always wanted to make a gaming channel, but I want to feature just like lesser known indie games. The first game that I uploaded is not super popular, and I'm fine with that. And then this game is fairly new and has very quickly become one of my go-to favorite games. Like if I come home at the end of the day and I kind of want to just like veg, I don't really watch TV. TV is not my thing, but this game has very quickly become my thing. So I play it for, it's one of those games that's nice. It's not like a, RPG. I play a lot of RPGs, but you can't really like decide that you're going to just spend 30 minutes playing an RPG, because inevitably 30 minutes turns into like 4 hours. So this game is really nice because you can say, I've got 30 minutes, I'd like to do something fun, or I'd like to do something relaxing, and you can just come to this game. So this game is called Forager. I'm going to start one from the beginning. Let's delete that. Okay, so I'm going to start one from the beginning. This is my main one, where I am obviously very much enjoying life. So let's start one from the beginning so you guys can see how it plays. It's really cute. So this is you. You're this cute little guy. And your goal of the game is to wreak havoc on nature, basically. So what you're doing is you're walking around and you're gathering all of these resources, and different resources. First you start out, as you can see, this is a pretty small island. Hold on, let me finish. Okay, look, this is a pretty small island, right? Oops, so I get stuck. So this is where you start, though. You start on this small island with, as you can see down here in the left-hand corner, no coins and only 3 little hearts. This is what I had to learn the hard way. You start with 3 hearts. They don't regrow, so it's not like you lose a heart and you wait like 20 minutes and it just pops back up again and you're fine. It's not how we roll. So just a warning, there are things you can do later on in the game, which eventually we'll get to, that you can gain those hearts back, but especially at the beginning, keep an eye on them. What's going to kill them is going to be you getting too low on your stamina, which is this little bar on the left-hand side, upper left-hand side. That's your stamina, and that's just like telling you need to eat. And as you can see, as I'm like going through these rocks and these trees, you can see that it's the bar on the left-hand side is going down. So so keep an eye on that. I killed a couple bushes earlier because this is really anti-nature. The bushes will give you the berries, and the berries you can use to set up fish traps in a little bit. I think I have to get to level 2 maybe to do that. No, maybe I can do that now. Anyway, you can use it to set up fish traps, and you can eat the berries. So like whenever they pop up, then definitely make sure that you mine them, I guess. I have a little pickaxe, and like apparently I can use it for everything. I've got a pickaxe for stones, and apparently I can use the pickaxe to, cut down trees, because that's logical. Oh, and the trees sometimes will drop citrus. It's really random though. You'll want to hold on to the citrus later in the game. Like for now, go ahead and eat it, but later in the game, you're going to want to be able to see, and so they see it pops up, I'm exhausted. That's letting me know, because I'm really bad at, I should eat. It's letting me know that I need to eat, or I'm going to lose a heart. So I'm going to eat this one piece of citrus I found. Because in the beginning, that's the thing, in the beginning you also start with not very many slots, right? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2 is 16. That's 16 slots. Now the cool thing is, the stone and the wood and everything will stack on itself like infinitely. I've never reached a point where I've had so much stone or wood, which are your main things you're going to be gathering, that I had to start a new start a new stack. So that's good, but eventually you're gonna find more than just stone and wood. Oh, it's raining! So this is the new update, which I haven't played since the new update came out because I was away at school for residency, and so the new, oh, we're level 2 now. The new update added seasons, which I'm like, yay! But like then I feel bad for my little guy because I'm like, well, it's raining and you're getting wet and I don't have an umbrella for you. We should name our little guy. Let's keep him hungry all the time. We're gonna need to start. The fish will keep you. You don't have to eat as many fish to like get your bar up all the way. So that's why you definitely one of the first things you want to do is create some places where you can. Damn, it is really raining. Where you can get fish traps. See. So 4 berries, 4 pieces of wood, we can do that. Let's put them right here. 1, we're gonna build 2, which is good, that's all we can do. And as you build them, the number of berries that are required to build a fish trap go up. So I think in that game that I'm playing where I'm level 29, I have so many fish traps that it's like 15 berries to make a fish trap. It gets pretty crazy. Oh, and then the rain turns itself up. I don't even know what's going on. It's like if you're on this side of the... I wish I knew how to... I don't know if I can turn that sound down for you guys. It's definitely raining. Which is cool. So we're going to gather some stones and some wood, and we're going to build a... First thing you build is a furnace, I believe. And from the furnace you build like everything else. So... I'm also not used to using the beginning pickaxe anymore. The beginning pickaxe is pretty, like you have to hit things a lot of times to get them to break down for you. And later on it's not quite so bad. So we're gonna build a furnace. We're gonna put our furnace right there. Alright, so. Probably gonna want to build coal. My energy is low. Ooh! You hear that little noise that just happened? That means that there's a fish caught in the trap. But remember, we put out 2 traps, so I want to hear that noise a second time before I go all the way over to it. Unless I make my way over there on my own. Alright, so... So at the beginning, you just get the simple coal, brick, iron, gold. You haven't found gold yet, or we haven't seen gold yet here. So, but we have seen iron. That was the other stones we were getting. We have not seen coal. We're going to make some coal. Because coal's going to come in useful in crafting everything else. Yay! Now we've got... Oh, and still we get sand. Like, sand's really important. You're going to use sand a lot. But, in the beginning... Like, you'll use sand a lot later. In the beginning, you're like, I just want something to eat. Instead, here we are. Eating berries, which don't get us very far, right? So it's... Like, if you're sitting here watching me play, like, it can seem like a pretty... straightforward, kind of boring game, but when you're playing it yourself, it's really nice to just relax and like sit there and not have to really think about anything, like, you know. Anyway, it's a suggestion. I really like the game. We're level 3. Oh, skill points. I should probably show you guys those. Alright, so up top, under gear, which currently all we have right now is basic pickaxe and a basic backpack, because we're basic bitches. Under skills, there are 4 to start with. Industry, foraging, economy, and magic. I don't think I've even, in my level 29 game, I haven't actually researched actual magic. Foraging is always the first one that I do. It allows you to get cotton, so once you research this, cotton starts to spawn on itself, and wheat and beets. So I would start with this. Boop. And then industry unlocks steel, unlocks glass, and you gain experience when building structures. However, that is not the second thing I unlock. I unlock gathering second because you're going to get 4 extra inventory slots, which is good because now you're going to be able to get, you know, the wheat and the cotton and all that stuff. And you get more experience when you are cutting down plants and crops. So we are all about that experience and the inventory slots. Those are the first 2 that I go for. Here we are, level 3, killing the game. I'm exhausted too. Like, for real, this guy gets life. He understands it. The oranges are nice because they give you more stamina, but they're so much harder to find. And as you level up, these will start trapping a lot faster. There's a skill that you can get for that. So we're gonna build another trap though. Farming. See, now instead of 4 berries, it's 5. But that is okay. We will take it. I'm trying to decide how we want to do this. Put it there. 2 of them. So, yeah, see now, so 2 of them, and now it'll pick 7 is what it'll take. More sand. Oh, I love sand dearly, but sand is not going to feed my belly. In the beginning, berry bushes will spawn pretty easily. Later in the game, they don't spawn as often because you're going to be getting more gold, more coal, like all that stuff. So basically, mine them while you can. Again, just killing everything with my pickaxe. Okay, so yes, I know I should. Piece of citrus. And some berries. So this is the sand in our inventory. This is the iron. This is the coal that we made. And then if you come over, let's go actually up here. So if you up here, you see this is what the wheat looks like. I really like that it's like a not super high def game. You know, it's got like a little bit of that like old school flair that I like in some of my games. Don't get me wrong, I love the new RPGs and just like, you know, even the virtual reality games, like that's great, but there's something to be said about like the throwback stuff. So here's our iron. Oh, and we mined gold just a second ago. If you were not, I was not paying attention enough to remind you when I found it, but this little guy right here, oh, look at him, this little is gonna grow into be a beet. You'll find that both with this and with the wheat, if I can find a wheat starter, they actually start as something on the map that you can't touch until it's fully grown. Versus like the berries, which just pop up, or the rocks that just pop up, or even the flowers just pop up. The flowers will be important later. Not so important right now, but it's gonna be a hot minute until you can get to the point where the flowers are important. Fish and seaweed. Seaweed will be important later too. For now, we just mine it. See, look at how much more fish gives us. Yeah, see, here's the gold. And then there's the wheat in our inventory. This is coal right here. Coal does not pop up as often as other things do. Things such as iron or gold. Oddly, iron and gold combine to make steel in this game. So there's a beet. Beets are great, you can eat them now, and then later when you get a mill, you can turn them into sugar and use them to make other things. So let's, in our inventory, they're like, please build this. So in order to build a forge, we're going to need 4 bricks. We're going to need 4 iron ingots. So forge is important because that's how we're going to upgrade our pickaxe. So iron, as you can see, this is why I said we would need the coal, which is used in pretty much everything. So iron and coal combined together to make the little iron blocks. So we're gonna do, we need 4. We're gonna do 4. We're only gonna do as much as we can for right now. So that's the thing, like when as you're doing this, later when you have more slots, you'll be able to just mass produce the iron ingots and then the gold and then the bricks and stuff like that, because you'll have enough slots for all that. But right now, while you have so few slots, if you just mass produce it rather than just producing what you need, you're gonna find yourself running out of slots real quick. Alright, and then we also need, yes, okay, I'm exhausted, hold on. I'm gonna eat that, and then eat both of those. And it's raining again. Wait for those. Whoa! That was lightning! Guys, that's crazy. I kind of really love this update, but I'm also wondering, like, do I need to watch out for lightning striking me? Is that a possibility here? Like, I don't know. Because like I said, I haven't played since the new upgrade. Let's get some fishy things. Yes. Oh, and this is cod. Or sorry, fiber. That's what it is. You know, basically cod. See, this is what the fiber looks like when it starts out. Tiny little baby plant. Okay. So now we have enough to build a forge. I'm gonna put the forge right here. See? Slimy pickaxe. So we don't have any jellies right now. But that's definitely what we're going to want to upgrade as soon as we can. Coins are what we need right now, though, because we're going to want to buy another island. So, as you can, here, I'll show you. Game glitch. Alright, so, buy land. So you can start, oh, that's new. So you can start expanding. So, it's initially land is really cheap, like 80, 30, 50, 60. Later on, like, the land pieces become like 1,200. Like, gets intense real quick. So, but as you notice, we don't have any coins right now. Well, to start with, we're gonna get coins by taking our gold. And turning our gold into coins. Ooh, we also have a new skill point. Let's go. Yo, let's go. Alright. If you do economy, we instantly gain 40 coins. So at this point, I'm going to suggest, and then there's like the fishing one. So fishing gets a lot faster. So at this point, you make a executive decision. Do you want your fishing to happen a lot faster, or do you want to have 40 coins? So the shovels are really cool to have. This one says unlock shovels, unlocks windmills, unlocks bread. Windmills and bread will be more important later on. Right now, a shovel would be really nice to have, and I'll show you why once we exit out of this. I am going to go with 40 coins, though. so that way I can show you what a second island looks like. I should buy land and expand. Shouldn't we all? So if you see up here, this little spot on the ground where it's just like, it looks like someone dug a hole and just left it there. There's something buried there for you to dig up. Oftentimes it's like arrows, or it's bones, which are both going to be very useful for you later in the game. Right now, not as important. So we are going... Always check these. Always keep up with your fishing traps. Because, well, you want as much fish as you can get. But also because... basically because you want as much fish as you can get. And you want to gather as much sand as you can for later. So, we have 40 coins. If you remember correctly, this land is only 30. So we're going to buy that land. Oh no! I was wondering if that was going to happen. That's fine. We can build new ones. This is really fun. Okay, I'll show you how to do this in a second. We got to buy more fish traps. Alright, so we're going to build them right here. 2, 3. 3 to make up for the 2 we lost. Okay, and then, if you remember correctly, we can, under farming, build a bridge. This is what we're going to do. We're going to build it right here. And it just kind of floats here in the water. You can build land later. They'll have an option, you know, just like we have like a forge and we have the anvil. Later, the option will be to also build, there'll be it's what you're going to use the flowers for. I can't remember what it's called, but it gives you the option to build land, and you can replace all your bridges with like actual land blocks. You could fill all your water in with land blocks if you wanted to, but then you wouldn't be able to fish. So there it is. I was wondering when they would show up. They normally show up with the second island. So see the little green guy right there? You have to watch out for him. Let's see. Hold on. You have to watch out for him because if he lands on you, you lose a heart. So they jump. Hold on, I'll show you. There we go. They jump. So if you run into one, like physically run into it, it's not going to harm you. But if he lands on you, you're losing a heart. And especially since you're so early in the game, you definitely want to make sure that you don't lose any hearts. But you can hear that he made a noise right before he jumped. And I'll show you with the next one. So you can listen out for that noise as you're playing. It's not quite as mindless of a game as you might think. For now, like, your goal is definitely you want as many, you want to get as much gold as possible right now because it's going to be really useful later. So gold and iron, but mainly gold. See, there he is. See, that made that little, like, squishy noise? And see, I can run into him. There you go. And nothing happens. I'm exhausted too, dude. Whew, that was close. Because I'm dicking around here. Whew. Yeah, and you're gonna find them everywhere. The cool thing is if you remember, my energy is low. My energy is low too. We'll need them for that pickaxe, the upgraded pickaxe that I was like, I really want to upgrade this pickaxe because I'm not used to it being so, taking so long to cut through things. Ooh, there we go. So we're like, let's kill them all. There's a skill point, or a skill later that will come up that will allow you, every time you kill one of them, they'll drop coins. And that's definitely a cool one to get to, but it takes a while to get to it, so don't count on it right now. Definitely, like, count on mining all the gold. Okay, so we're going to let that go. Oop. We're going to catch up with our fish. We're getting a lot of fish. We're getting a lot of seaweed and sand too, but we're mainly getting a lot of fish. Okay, so this is Rainbow Land. Okay, that's what I call it. I mean, maybe it has a different name. So you see these mushrooms right here, little floaty mushrooms. As you want to squish them in the right order, so that way the rainbow right here is going to spit out a chest, and in the chest will be something cool and useful. So if I remember correctly, it's just literally the rainbow. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Haha! Now we're like, yay, a chest! You walk up to it, we need a key. Which is one of the other reasons why we need all that gold. There's gold in them there hills. Quick, what's that reference from? Y'all are too young to remember. We're gonna see if we can also upgrade our... Alright, so... How much? We're gonna need 8 iron. And, oh, importantly, so for our key, we're gonna need 4 iron. So that's a total of 12 iron. So let's see if we can even do 12. I don't think we can. Well, maybe we can. Heck yeah, we can. We'll take it. Alright, so we'll let that... There's another skill that you can use, which we'll use the skills in a second. There's another skill that you can get that allows the forge to work a lot faster, which is great. Definitely want that one. Okay, here we go. We're gonna upgrade our skills again. So the forge can create coins. We haven't done it yet, but this will create extra coins every time. We're not going to want to do that right now. Right now, we'd like to get some shovels on board. So, I mean, windmills are great, but shovels are best. The next one I probably will do will be industry, because we're going to want the steel for later. Ooh, hello. I'm not going to say all the time, but most of the time if you find yourself backed into the corner like I just was, the jellies will not land on top of you. I have yet to find them, if I'm backed into a corner, yet to have them land on top of me. It's like the game recognizes that there's nowhere you could go, so they're like, well, we'll let you off the hook. Getting ourselves some flowers. See, I told you the berries start coming fewer and farther between, so you definitely want those. Let's see if we have enough berries to make another fishing trap. Build farming fish trap. We do. Cool. We're gonna make 2 more. Because if you saw, like, I've been eating up them fish. Hello, Mr. Jelly. Goodbye, Mr. Jelly. Alright, so first thing we want to do, key. Key time! While that does that, we're going to get some wood so we can make some more coal. So the wood makes coal in the... I was going to say forge, but that wasn't what this was called. I call it the forge, and that's all that matters. There we go. Alright. Furnace, sorry. The furnace makes coal. We're gonna use up, like, all of our wood. Make a bunch of coal. Alright, we're gonna take our key. Oh, wait, hold on. We're going to... Oh, wait, we need wood for the pickaxe. I was gonna say, we're gonna start our pickaxe because that's also something we would like. Ooh, look, more berries. I'll take them. I'm about 3 wood right now. You'll notice on the right-hand side, it'll pop up and it'll tell you, like, how much wood you have, how much, as you're gathering it. So, like, I had 5 wood and I gathered 3, so now I have 8. which is nice so you can keep track, because I needed 8 wood for the pickaxe, and now I have 13. Make it happen. Make it so, number one. I'm just including all the pop culture references that are too old for most people to care about. Okay. Are you guys excited? Hold on, let's kill off this jelly before he kills off us. Ah, that's poor grammar. Alright, here we go. Not my favorite one, but the lantern is nice. So as you'll see, this lantern's gonna follow us around now, and while we're in the dark in the nighttime, we have all the light. The coolest one to have, the one that I appreciate the most, is I have one that was a shield when it was when it came out of the chest, and it's defensive, and so oh, here we go. 1 second. Yes, we don't really necessarily want 50% more jelly when killing slimes, but we do want damage to be increased. Anyway, the shield is cool because it gives you like a 25% chance, 25 or 35% chance to dodge when something lands on you. It saved my butt quite a few times. But see how much faster that happened? And it only gets faster. Oh, right, we wanted to make shovels. So let's make shovels. To make a shovel, we're gonna need 4 iron. Ooh, which means we're gonna need to go get some iron. So we're running out of the bridge. But suppose the bridge ain't there. Another pop culture reference nobody's gonna get. Welcome to my channel where you'll get games nobody knows and pop culture references nobody gets. I'm your host, Rachel, and let's do this. I crack myself up. Sometimes it takes a minute. Like, you'll mine, especially like in the beginning, you'll mine through everything, and you just kind of have to stand around for a good like 5 minutes while everything kind of repopulates itself and starts to pop up again. I'm hungry too. I'm actually not. I just ate too. So lightning. See, now I'm like, so lightning, a new fun fun thing that I have to look out for. I should eat too. You're right. Here we go. Let's take care of our skill point while we're here. Alright, so we're gonna do our industry standards. Yeah. And then sewing will be the next thing, because when you unlock leather, you'll be able to unlock more bags. So, we should probably build ourselves a sewing station. Where do I want to put it? What does it even need to be built? 4 bricks. You can do that. Alright, let that build. Woo! See? There we go. Lost a bird. As you saw, it lands on top of you. You hate life. There we go. I'm gonna build this space. So fiber is pretty much exclusively used for thread. So you can just go ahead and make all of the fiber you gather into thread. You don't need to be like, it's used in like 500 different things, so I need to leave it in its raw form. You can just basically make it all into thread and just hold on to just thread. You don't have to just leave it as fiber in your bag, unless you want to, and then more power to you. Yes, yes. We'll want to get some more coins too. Oh, look it, we're level 7 now. Let's see about making us some coins. So it's gonna take gold and it's gonna make coins, and I can't remember how many coins it's gonna make. We'll find out. Because we're gonna want to buy another piece of land. Nice thing is you can just mouse over things to collect them. You don't have to actually walk up to it, which is pretty cool. So we're going to upgrade our backpack, which takes some of those flowers that we just found. And while that's all working, we are also going to upgrade our skills. What can we do? Leather, we don't want that yet. Don't want a carpentry station yet. We want cooking. We want fishing. Let's do fishing for now. There we go. Okay. 8 coins, that's how many it is. So 8 coins at the beginning per piece of, like, for bar of gold. Alright. Hungry hippos. Shout out to anybody who remembers that too. We're gonna build some more fish traps. We're only going to build 2 of them, though, because that's all we have enough berries for. I told you that gets to be, like, quite a bit real quick. Let's put one here. Alright, cool. And we got a new backpack. Yeah, this will give us more inventory slots. So now, as you can see, we have a whole another row down here at the bottom, which is really nice. We're not using all of it now, but we will later. Trust me. Alright, we're gonna build a shovel. So I think what we'll do before I bow out for the evening is I will craft a shovel and show you what to do with the shovel. And then you can join me later for more Forager fun or whatever other game I choose to play. Oh, we should probably do things other than sitting here waiting, like deal with this guy. But as you can see, there's like berries popping up a lot more infrequently than they were in the very beginning. It's not to say they don't, it just takes a while. Okay, here we go, shovel time. So down here at the bottom, you can't like click to change though. It's done by the numbers, so, which doesn't say that, but yeah, learn as you go. So with this beginning shovel, you just can dig up one little square at a time. With the more advanced shovels, like it becomes like, you know, 4 and then 6, and like, so like you can start digging up more than one plot at a time. But see, from here we got sand and we got coins. So sometimes you can just dig up random things and find sand. Sand is pretty much what you'll find in just random places, but when you come across those little spots that look like they've already been dug up, then that's where you're gonna find things like coins or arrows, because you'll have a bow later on to use as a weapon, or bones, which you'll use in upgrading your pickaxe and your shovel. So alright guys, I think I will feed my little guy, which I still haven't come up with a name for yet, so I will have a name for this little guy next time we play. But for now, I think I'm gonna sign out and say thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you have a fantastic evening. Peace.